This is the second day of the PRCA Kanab Utah Rodeo on May 31st. The cowboys and cowgirls are getting an early start to beat the heat of the day, and then later on this evening at 7 p.m., they will continue with top talent from around the United States. The main evening event started, like most rodeos in rural towns throughout America, with a tribute to our armed forces. Rodeo is a family event with multiple generations, from the youngest little tots to the elderly grandparents. This little guy is enjoying some Dippin' Dots. I'm going to start with highlights from bull riding. In this video, I will not only be featuring the cowboys and cowgirls, I will also be featuring the performance by rodeo staff, including bullfighters seen here, pickup men, the show's announcers, and the clown, as well as the livestock, the working horses, and the other livestock used to show their exceptionality. The evening's events actually started with bronc riding, but I just had to get some bull riding out of the way first. So let's go on to the first events.
In a circuit finals rodeo, let's see if he can do it.
Whoa, this cowboy is hanging on. There's some moments when I was sure he was going to be thrown off, but well, there he goes. All right, well, that was a hell of a ride. I mean, that bronc was just tossing him around. And now we got the pickup men, very skilled men, picking up that horse and making sure it doesn't get hurt. And in this case, they have to lasso it, and got it the first time. That shows you the skill of these pickup riders. And we got the horse coming around, just kind of cooling off a little bit. And the pickup guys have it under control now, and we'll lead it to the gate.
Dark Bruckin horse goes by the name of Up All Night. This horse has been to the Turquoise Circuit Finals of the Barebacks and the Broncs.
He is out of there and looking good so far, and that horse is a high flyer, but that cowboy is hanging on. Whoa, look at those back legs kick up. But that cowboy is stuck on there, and it's time for the pickup men to do their thing and collect the cowboy so he doesn't get hurt, and then collect that horse so it doesn't get hurt. But that horse is still kicking up high as it goes around the arena. Now the pickup guy loosens that strap, and that makes the horse feel much more comfortable, and the horse will head for the gate.
The horse jukebox straight away, but it's got a little bit of drop. Come on, Tristan, let's go.
So that pickup man is showing his expertise as he gets that cowboy off, and look at that, sticking the dismount. Oh, that's some class action right there. This next bareback rider is Seth Chase from Arizona, and look at him go. Now you see the suitcase-looking handle on that horse. That's the only thing the cowboy has to hold on to.
If this was 2 hours, here we go. A big Utah welcome, everybody. Rank of a trip this horse is going to have. Wickenburg, Arizona, last February, I watched this horse nearly buck off a saddle in the ranch Bronc ride. Here we go. Our good bareback rider, Dylan Riggins. Great rodeo action on the western part of the United States.
This is Cooper Tyler. He's ready to go, but his horse isn't. The horse's right front hoof is stuck, and the horse favored that right front hoof as soon as he left the gate, but he seems to be okay now. He's bucking as hard as he can to get that cowboy off, but Cooper is holding on good, and it looks like he made his time. Pickup guy is getting him off the horse, and it's a stand-up landing. That horse is still kicking away. So here's some stills of the horse's right front hoof stuck, but the horse and the cowboy got it back together and put on a good ride. And our next saddle bronc rider tips his hat, and he's out of there. All right, so he made his time. Pickup man's getting him and setting him down. Oh, he hurt himself somehow. Maybe that was on the landing. I don't know. Little bit of a limp, but like Daddy says, just walk it off, kid. And then the horse is collected by the pickup man. Excellent job there. Joe Harper from Ramona, California, and he tips his hat. And the gate opens, and he's out of there straight away. That horse has immediate airtime. That is one bronking horse. He desperately wants to shake that cowboy off there, but Harper is making it look easy and smooth. But we know he's getting the heck beat out of him. Pickup man collects him. As the cowboy is lowered down, he knocks off the pickup man's hat and does the right thing and grabs it for him. Oh, that horse was ready to step out and get some airtime. Bronc in that chute. And the gate opens, that Bronc is out of there, and look at that. The Bronc hasn't even left the chute. It's already kicking up. I think it might have even kicked the panel of the chute. Boy, that cowboy has got a ride in store for him. So this Bronc is not being very cooperative. Obviously doesn't know that the pickup men are just trying to help him. So once he comes to understand that, they'll get him back to the gate and he can eat some hay, have some water, and chill for a while. It did help when they removed the strap around the girth, but that horse is still frustrating the pickup guys. Come on, dude. Maybe he's new to the scene. I don't know if that horse wants more or less, but it really is fighting those guys. All right, that ride is worth seeing again without all the special effects and cuts. So here we go. This cowgirl is from Texas, and she is riding a beautiful Palomino. Look at that gorgeous, athletic horse, and she is just riding it to perfection, tight around that barrel, and on her way home. Well, the next barrel racer is getting set up, and off she goes. And she is hitting the left barrel first, which is different than what a lot of them do. And then she's on to the second barrel and touches that, doesn't knock it over, off to the third barrel. Let's see how she does. Nice job around the third and running hard for home. This next barrel racer is a top contender on a beautiful horse. Let's see how she does around number 1. Nice and tight off to number 2. And same, nice and tight. That horse is really something else. And tight on 3 and then heading home. Very good. This is Jason Jessup out of gate number 3. So let me show you why that was a short ride. So that bull will go in when he's good and ready.
Keep pumping. Change arms. What do you use? Right guard or what are you doing? Keep pumping. Keep pumping.
I think it might be working.
Keep pumping.
Look at this.
Keep pumping.
It is. It's working. Hey, get Scott out from underneath there. That horse fell right on Scott. Pull him out of there. Pull him out of there.
Wait. I'm out. You quit pulling. Okay.
Scott,
What?
you lost your pants.
Oh, don't look. Why is it every time I come out here in the arena, I end up with no pants on?
I don't know why it is. That is a problem for all of us.
This is a lot easier to put on now that the wind's not blowing.
Yes, it is.
All right, how's that? Is that better?
Yes, much better.
Okay. All right, first thing, when you knock them out like this, you don't want them to get cold when they're laying on the ground.
Well, that was one heck of a rodeo, and now for the fireworks show.